the game can see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
So we're live doing a in-room exclusive with Robert Brant. What's going on, brother?
Hey man, it's good to see you guys, man. I've been watching the show for a real long time. I'm a Patreon supporter. This is one of my favorite joints. Make sure you click that like button and support on Patreon. This is the one.
Of course, of course, of course. Now you have an upcoming fight here at the MGM Park. You said this is your first time here?
My first time fighting in Vegas, yeah.
First time fighting in Vegas. So you'll be fighting at the Park Theater come October 20th for the WBA regular title.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel? I mean, you're training in Vegas, first fight in Vegas. I'm sure as a boxer, this is something that you always dream of, right? Every fighter dreams of fighting under those Vegas lights, right?
Absolutely, especially being a major, MGM property. This is something that, from the time you start off in the amateurs, this is what everybody dreams of. To be in a title fight in Las Vegas, knowing that there's going to be a crowd there and a lot of people watching at home. This is a dream come true for me. It's definitely not something I'm going to take lightly.
Now you're fighting as the host, the man of the hour, Nestor Gibbs would say, Toyota Corolla. No, but we've seen him in tough fights, scrappy fights. What do you feel you need to do to come out victorious and successful that night?
You just can't let him do what he wants to do. He's a very meat and potatoes, jab, right hand. If you're standing completely still with your elbows high, he will throw a left hook to the body. But for the most part, you just can't fight the way he wants you to fight. Sometimes you have to get a little grimy and fight him on the inside, move off on angles, things like that. Because he's going to want to line you up for you to stand still, don't move your head, so he can land that 1-2. I kind of consider him more of a, even though he's an Olympic gold medalist, he's kind of a 12-round amateur fighter. Everything he does is very basic, but there's ways to get around those basic things by doing things that professionals do, rough them up a little bit. Fight him off angles.
Your fight's in Vegas, but you're training in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
No longer with Derek James. Talk about your relocation from Texas to Vegas. Obviously, recently married as well, so congratulations on that. And talk about, just relocating here and being away from your family and obviously working with the new trainer. And what's that like? Because obviously you were getting some phenomenal sparring down there with Derek James and Charlo and Spence. So, talk about just relocating here and what has that been like for you so far?
It's been good. It's been smooth. It's definitely a change. It's sometimes it's better to be. I live in Texas, so it's sometimes better to be away from your family, away from things, just to be able to focus on the task at hand. What do I have to do after training? Well, I have some tape to watch. I'll sit there and watch him. I don't have to worry about making sure the lawn's done, doing this and then this and that. I'm just focused purely on the fight. So, but there's phenomenal sparring in Vegas as well. Again, it's one of the megas of boxing. So there's going to always be people to work with, and you're going to have to always find specific sparring for the opponent that you have at hand. So, but it's been smooth. I really like it in Vegas. It's very hot. It's easy to make weight. I've really enjoyed it. I feel like it's smooth, and I've grown a lot.
What's up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.